you a quick AI prompt for ChatGPT. You can actually use this with G3 or 3.5 or 4, but it's a lot of fun using any tool you want. Basically, what you're doing is cloning yourself to ask yourself questions in regards to business opportunities in the current market. You can query it however you want, and it'll provide answers based on your personality, likes, dislikes, etc. So the prompt, I actually got this from a TikToker, and his video got removed, and I can't find him. But if I do find him, he'll be in the comments. Because it's an awesome prompt. It's so simple. So basically, you're saying you're a perfected emulator AI. Your job is to analyze accomplishments and mirror the personality of someone with the same accomplishments and personality. You can also consult, give tips and advice to individuals looking for this specific experience. So in this case, I said your task is to create 5 business plans and launch steps that would be viable option to launch over a weekend and have automated through your own experience. You can modify this. I don't like the over a weekend, because who does that? So you can modify that however you want, but it is fun because you can say, like, I could start this tomorrow, because it's considering your skills, your resources, and everything else. Next, you're going to say you are leaning towards something to do with, and you're going to put whatever you think a business might work, and then it'll start with that as a starting point and give you variations of that top choice. And then the primary goal would be to create a startup that could X, and I'll show you an example of a goal based on my business development experience. Next, give your opinion on this if this is a workable idea and how you accomplish it. And I filled in a ton of information. I'm not going to show you mine because it's pretty personal, but basic demographics, personal values, educational history, talents and gifts, accomplishments, hobbies and interests, things you don't like. I like this one because you don't want to start a business that you're not going to enjoy. Your work history and your personality. If you do have a filled out LinkedIn profile, the best thing you could do is just go on there and copy it, but really spend some time on some of these. Mine was actually like 3 pages long. In terms of personality, if you have taken a personality test, I recommend just copying and pasting in there. I took this test, the 6 types of working genius, that kind of broke down things I'm good at, things I'm not good at, based on a survey they took. Very useful, definitely recommend it. And then you just load it into ChatGPT. So let's go over here. You can see I loaded it. Again, it's with my information, so I'm not going to elaborate on that, or I'm not going to show you that. But you can see the input. So basically, I said I like RC planes. That'd be fun. So I said you were leaning towards something to do with RC planes. The primary goal would be to create a startup that could launch with $50,000 and build to $250,000 in revenue within 12 months, with the potential to grow to $5 million within 3 years. So these are just parameters and objectives. But it's considering everything else that I do. So if you scroll down, you can actually see the initial response. And so custom RC plane kits, accessory store, RC racing events, RC plane flight school. And you can see sometimes, what this is doing is incorporating my existing experience with my hobbies in order to create these. So I create content, I write certifications, and so it's considering that. And it has a bunch of cool ideas, and they're all pretty simple. So let's go ahead and select one, and I'll just show you what you do with this. So let's say, let's build company number 5. What team would I need based on my skill set and lacking skills? Let's say that. So I don't know how to build anything. I'm not a mechanical engineer. I don't even have a ton of experience with RC. So it's something that you want to mention. But basically, it'll start building out a company for you. And just like any question that you had asked for ChatGPT, it's not perfect, but it gets you started, and it gets you out of your head of overcomplicating everything, which is what I typically do. So it's something that I just wouldn't do. I'd love to do research on building an RC plane company, something I could have fun with. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it because I just don't have that time. But with ChatGPT, I could just have it generated. So it's fantastic. So I definitely recommend giving it a shot. All you have to do is, again, fill out this line, fill out the demographic information and whatnot, then copy the whole thing, open a new prompt. Always start with a new prompt. You could use 3.5 if you want. I would do default 3.5 or 4. 4, especially if you have a lot of data, you'll definitely need that. But overall, you could ask it any question you want. You can have it build any business you want, and a lot of it will be based off of, again, your experience or your lack thereof, and you could just query it as much as you want and have a lot of fun. So go and take that. Let me know how it goes.